Okay, so I'm gonna read two poems, I believe. Um, a lot of these, the one I just read previously, um, which was Layers, and then these next couple of poems I wrote all on the same day, so I'm trying to kind of figure out where I was during that time. Um, but apparently I wrote a lot on November 5th, so I don't know. I am going to read you a poem called Denial. Um, I was just reading it before I logged on or whatever, and it's a little scattered. It kind of goes to a place where doesn't seem like it's going to go to, so it really says a lot about where I was that day, how I was feeling. I also wrote one called Scribble and Nonsense, but you don't really care about that, do you? Denial. Finally, it's quiet. There's no more chatter. First world problems. Damn, the world is a disaster. I can't keep my shit straight. So many boxes fill my mind. Every day one gets cracked and something leaks. I can't fall into that rabbit hole, not alone. I need someone to guide me. I can't get stuck in my head, in my own little world. The outside is hot, the sun on my skin. Reminds me of peace, if peace had a feeling. Trying to write it down, trying to get it out. Too many boxes, I gotta shut them down. Life without all these truths was nice. Denial was my best friend. Always turn to you. Now everyone wants to know everything. Conflicting advice from everyone. Stay in the present, leave the past behind. Dig back deep into the past. Only way to be in the present. I'm so confused, my mind is spinning. What to do? Back when life was simple, just our first world problems. The world is a disaster, not me. Just denial. So, take from that what you would like. I have done a lot of thinking and about life in my life and things that have happened and not happened, and it was nice when I did live in this sort of my own world of denial and being okay with everything. But I can see how starting to write things down, they just start coming out. They just start rushing out. So I'm going to read Scribbles and Nonsense. Someone once asked me what was one of my favorite poems that I'd written, one of my favorite works. And I said, probably Scribbles and Nonsense. And they said, what do you mean? I said, because I write about nonsense and gibberish. And they were like, but what poem? Don't you have a poem? I said, yeah, it's called, Nonsense. And then I read them the poem, and it kind of made sense. But it's my favorite, I think, because it was written without thought process, or with there was no. I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't trying to say anything. I wasn't. None of it was intentional. So the way it came out, I guess, well, I'll just read it. How about that? Yeah? Okay. Scribbles and nonsense. Nonsense, meaningful, life-changing, ironic advice from experts. Words of wisdom from strangers, truth unexpected, deceit in the crowd, empty space, crowded rooms, no one home, running dogs, racing cars, birds, ants, meds to keep you thinking about your meds, circles all around, boxing you in, fascinate, illuminate, take a walk on the water, fall hard, fall down, stand straight, tall, lights, sounds, foliage on the ground, loneliness creeping in, the breeze is cold at night, seasons, years, time, standing still, moving faster, walls up everywhere, hard ground, soft fall, tick tack, chatter on, fake it, tomorrow, maybe, then there's always yesterday, coffee, drugs, green straw, green grass, emotional high, twice the cost, getting low, losing grip, bouncing the ball, stay in tune, stay in rhythm, cue the curtain, red, heavy dark in the room, it's all just nonsense, meaningful, life-changing, scribble it down, the answers want to be found. I really like that poem. That's one of my absolute favorite poems that I've written. Because it just was pen to paper, and that's just what came out. And it is gibberish, but there's so much in there. It's it, it's amazing how much is in there, and how I can get what's going on in my head down onto paper exactly the way it was happening in my mind. When I write a poem, I try and make sure it flows, try and make sure it has a rhyme or rhythm or a reason behind it and whatnot. But this was just my brain going and going, and it tells me so much. I love it. It is absolutely one of my favorites. Um, so scribbles and nonsense. Um, and it's amazing, and you should tell all your friends about it, and everyone should come to my YouTube channel and watch, because it's so fascinating. Okay, I will let y'all go. I'll be back, I'm sure, of course, to read some more poetry. Um, please feel free to comment, like, not like, whatever, share. Um, it would mean a lot to me.